One of the great things about late model Mustangs is how much you can do with them. Now straight from the factory, the 5-liter dual overhead cam Coyote engine that's found in both the Mustang and the F-150 is pretty healthy. But with a few simple bolt-ons, you can get a big bump in power. Bolt-on power adders are so popular for these new Mustangs that a lot of owners overlook one of the most proven routes to more power, a camshaft upgrade. We're at West Tech in Mira Loma, California to show you the benefits of the right cams in the Coyote. To help us out, we've enlisted the assistance of Andre Majot from L&R Engine and Ryan Cunningham of Cunningham Motorsports. Now you might be asking yourself, why even bother to crack open the engine when there's so much you can do without ever busting a seal on one of these? Well, the answer is the same as it's always been. Camshafts are the heart of the engine, and no matter whether you're running a naturally aspirated combination or full bolt-ons and forced induction, the right camshaft selection can really increase performance. The factory actually came to this same conclusion for the 2015 model year when they took some aspects of the Boss 302 engine, like cam profiles and valve springs, and made them standard for the 5.0 across the board. While that upgrade meant more power and torque for stock engines, it wasn't a lot of help for owners of pre-2015 Coyotes because Ford changed the firing order, keeping those new cams from being a drop-in. COMP Cams took advantage of the extra potential in the new cams and created aftermarket camshafts designed specifically for pre-2015 Coyote engines. COMP has offered a lineup of no springs required cams for a while now, and as the name implies, they're designed to work with factory valve springs. Now, what they could have done with these new valve springs is simply increase the lift over the NSR profiles and let it go, but that's not how they roll. Just building more valve lift into a cam is an easy way to pick up some power, but that's never been COMP's strategy. With their new CR series for the 2015 Coyote, they took a look at what they had learned from the NSR series and from working with leading Coyote race engine builders, and they developed a line of cams that not only take advantage of the extra lift the Boss-specific springs allow, but also have significantly more area under the curve than OEM cams or their previous designs. Now what that means is that the cams stay open for more time, at the right time, than previous cam designs that have the same lift and duration numbers. COMP says their milder CR cams actually have more area under the curve than their previous generation race cams with essentially the same lift. They say the benefit is getting the power advantages of a big cam with the idle and throttle response of a cam with a 5-degree smaller grind. Now, because COMP is committed to getting maximum power with as little downside as possible, these cam profiles have been engineered to deliver not just a livable, drivable power band, but mechanical reliability with stock components as well. There are 3 different naturally aspirated grinds that are distinguished by the intended RPM range of the engine, and there are 2 more that are specifically designed for supercharged applications. We decided to go with COMP part number 243440, which is the most aggressive of the 3 naturally aspirated sets of cams. They're designed to work with stock 2015 Coyote springs, though COMP does offer 2 different valve spring upgrades if you're looking to really turn a lot of RPM. Well, we've done our baseline testing, we've got our new cams in, and RYNE has been tweaking on this to get us in the ballpark for what we need as far as a tune for these new cams. What exactly is involved in tuning for those particular cams?
Well, because of the cam phasor limiters that COMP provides, the computer wants to see X amount of motion of the camshafts. Well, being at the duration's much different and the profile's much different, it wants different overlap and different values as far as wide open throttle. So you have to go in and load up way different values. Luckily, I've done a few of them, so we had a good base to start from, and then we basically calibrated from there.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what it does for our final numbers. Let's get it fired up again. Now you'll notice that we did give up a little bit on the bottom end, but once we get to 6,000 RPM, the COMP cams really take off compared to the factory cams. I have to say that we're really impressed with what we've seen here today, and maybe if you've never considered opening up your engine for a cam swap, we might have changed your mind. No matter what kind of late model Mustang you drive, from mildly modified to full bolt-ons or even a supercharger, COMP's CR line of camshafts is the secret to really unlocking your Coyote's full potential.